What's up, everybody? A good bounce back last night. Felt good. Tonight, I got quite a few plays going on. Jalen Green over 2.5 threes. He's covered 7 of his last 10, averaging 3 per game. 22 of 38 at home, averaging 2.87 per game. 2 of 2 versus Utah, averaging 5 per game when he plays the Jazz. Minus 145 on DraftKings. Daniel Gafford over 5.5 rebounds. He's hit this 8 of 10, averaging 9 per game. 15 of 25 at home, averaging 6.12 per game. 34 of 52 on the season. He had 9 versus Atlanta last time. Minus 130 on ESPN Bet. Derek White over 4.5 assists. He's covered 5 straight games, averaging 7.8 per game. Over that span, he's hit 7 of his last 10, averaging 6.6 per game. 2 of 3 versus Miami, averaging 6.33 per game. Minus 130 on Profit X. And the name I dread saying every time, I almost just crossed him off because I didn't want to say his name. Ivica, I-V-I-C-A, Zubac, over 18.5 points and assists. He's hit the 7 of 10, averaging 21.8 per game. 18 of 34 at home, averaging 18.26 per game. 2 of 2 versus New Orleans, averaging 24 per game when he faced the Pelicans. Minus 115 on DraftKings. Derek White over 20.5 or over 20.5 points and assists, I guess. Hit this number 7 of 10, averaging 22.5 per game. 21 of 35 at home, averaging 22.2 per game. 2 of 3 versus Miami, averaging 23 per game when he faced the Heat. Minus 120. It's either a 20 or 28. I believe it's minus 120 on Hard Rock Bet. Isaiah Hartenstein over 13.5 points and assists. He's hit this 8 of 10, averaging 16.8 per game, 14 of 25 at home, averaging 14.44 per game. He had 17 last time he faced the Pistons, minus 115 on ESPN Bet. Another Daniel Gafford over 16.5 points and rebounds combined. He's hit this 8 of 10, averaging 22.3 per game, 13 of 25 at home, averaging 17.48 per game. And he had 19 versus Atlanta, minus 105 on Points Bet. Amen Thompson over 20.5 points and rebounds combined. He's hit this 8 of 10, averaging 24.8 per game, 12 of 30 at home, which might scare some people off, but not me tonight, averaging 21.23 per game, and 2 of 2 versus Utah, averaging 28 per game. And it is minus 115 on Bet365. Jaden Schwartz over 1.5 shots on goal per game. He's hit the 7 of 10, averaging 3 per game. 23 of 36 on the road, averaging 2.36 per game. 2 of 3 versus Vancouver, averaging 3.33 per game. Minus 185 on Bet Rivers. Alexander Barkov over 1.5 shots on goal. He's hit this 8 of 10, averaging 2.4 per game. He's covered 21 of 30 on the road, averaging 2.17 per game. He's facing Toronto tonight, where he's 2 of 2, averaging 2 per game versus the Leafs. Minus 175 on Unibet. I think he gets exactly that too tonight. Vancouver, Seattle over 5.5 goals. The overs hit 9 of the last 10 games they played against each other. The overs 5-3-2 again in Seattle's last 10 games, and the overs covered 8 of Vancouver's last 10 games. Plus money, plus 102 on FanDuel. Amen Thompson over 7.5 rebounds. He's hit this 8 of 10, averaging 9.2 per game. 18 of 30 at home, averaging 8.5 per game. 2 of 2 versus Utah, averaging 9.5 per game. It's just going to be a half unit on that one. Minus 106 on Novig. Jordan Poole over 1.5 turnovers. 7 of 10 he's hit this number, averaging 2.6 per game. 25 of 32 at home, averaging 3.06 per game. And he had 6 last time he played Sacramento. I could only find this over 2.5. That's why I'm just going to put a half unit on this one. Over 2.5, plus 150 on DraftKings though. Malik Monk over 19.5 points and assists. He's only hit the 6 of 10, averaging 22.6 per game. He's been in a little 2-3 game slump lately, but I think he breaks out of that slump tonight. His shooting slump, he was 2 for 14 or 2 for 15 or whatever it was last game. I think he turns it around again finally. He's 22 of 32 on the road, averaging 23.41. He had 27 versus Washington last time they played, minus 115 on Hard Rock Bet. And one more, Malik Monk over 19 over 18.5 points and rebounds combined. Sorry, he's covered this 6 of 10, averaging 20.9 per game, 21 of 32 on the road, averaging 21.67 per game. He had 24 versus Washington, minus 110 on ESPN Bet. Good luck with all your bets tonight. Go Leafs, go. Take care of first place in the Atlantic Division over Florida tonight. This key game, Florida and Tampa both just a couple games back. And fuck you, Donald Trump. You're a fucking moron. I've never seen such a dumb fucking charge of anything. I wouldn't leave you in charge of a fucking lemonade stand. You bankrupted if I gave you $1,000 worth of lemonade to start it off with even. Peace.